When I started 3.5 years ago, the business, Leo the Baker, I knew it's going to be hard, it's going to be some tough times. I knew I had to persist, I would have to persist. I was aware it wasn't going to be a picnic. It's going to be like have fun times and stuff every day. I knew it was going to be hard. But there's one thing I wasn't aware of, how family will be affected on those tough times. How I will be reacting to situations in those tough days. Although I'll say I handled pretty well the situation, I tried to transform or bounce back to when affect the family in a way that I couldn't control it. There was a time we didn't have enough money to pay rent at home, while the business was making money but wasn't making enough money to live. When you're in that stressful bubble, you don't think properly. You're just trying to resolve the problem, but not in the right way. I remember November last year, I walk in, I decided I'm going to get a second job just to have some extra money and help me out in terms of pay the bills and stuff at home. And the business can pay itself. I just need some money, extra money, so I can help you to pay the rent and stuff. And I walk into this cafe in town, or this business, and thinking, yes, I'm going to just get 2 days a week and then that will help out. While I was in there, a little think, and a thought came to myself like, get the job. But first I get the vibe with the guy. The vibe wasn't, it was welcome. I thought, I'm sure he was tired too, because he's an entrepreneur and he works 7 days a week. And then now I had my drink, hot chocolate I had. And I was thinking, the thought come to mind and say, if I get just 2 days here, if I work 2 days here, I won't have that time to think and resolve the problem of the business or solve this situation of the business. I just need to think that there's a way here I just haven't discovered yet. I finished my drink and I woke off. I didn't mention anything. That was November, December last year. We need to change. We need to do something to change, to make this change, to solve this problem, to come out of this rat race situation we're in. So before we're gonna move house, but then before how we're gonna move house, we're gonna move in a similar situation like renting properties again. It's like going back in the exact same location, same situation. And I said to her, let's do some creative thinking or possibility thinking. How can we come out? Like, what would we try? You probably go with the kids, live maybe with granddad or grandma, my in-laws, and I'll stay here because the business is here. And she agreed on that, and we started getting ready. And April 1st, so the family split 2 locations. I stayed in Sevenoaks for the business. I needed that for the mind to think, to see clarity, but at the same time it was hard because the kids was away from me, the family was away. I know kids need their parents, they need their dads and stuff. I used to go every Sunday to stay with the kids while my wife goes to work. To live with my father-in-law, and I stayed in Sevenoaks for the business. And I used to go and see the kids every weekend, and they used to come around and stuff. And the cost of living literally dropped more than a half. And the business improved. January, I had some classes coming in, people coming to have classes, physical class in the bakery. That's massive. And I had two more locations to do my pop-ups, which it changed the business, like, it's like doubled the yearly income. I was able to repay debts, saving money to go to Mozambique. That's the trip, that's the next adventure. Now we're gonna go home in October. And the kid's never been to Mozambique. This is gonna be, Marley's been 1 is 5 months, basically he considers never been. So 3 of them, they're gonna go at the same time. It's gonna be an amazing experience. So it does get really hard, and sometimes you don't think you can come out of the situation. But I always believe if you think clearly, if you think every situation, every problem, there's a solution. As long as we think, give time to think and clarity. And these 4 months I've been on my own from April to July, because now the family's moved in with me now. The family reunited basically in a much better situation. we both clear what we want, where we're going, what we're gonna do. The kids, we're sure now they're not gonna back to full time like school system. We're enjoying having the kids home. Yes, it's hard at time, but we know them better. It's not that part-time living we used to be. But one of the mistakes I would say I made in my part was when I left my other job, was being employed, I didn't save up to have some money to back up myself in time when the rainy days come, not on sunny, to back up the rent and stuff. I just walk away. I would join the island and abandon the boats on the island. Was a mistake, but that mistake, it led me to learn so much about myself, about business, about making situation work when it gets hard. So it was a mistake, but it really stretched me. It taught me so many lessons I wouldn't have learned if I didn't do it. So I don't really call it a mistake. It was just an occasion that it needed to happen so I can do it. And I don't think I would have, even looking back, I don't think I would have done 2 jobs at the same time, because I was required to work weekends there, and weekends for bakery business are best. So I wouldn't have balanced it up. Because if, for example, if you're working if I'm giving, let's say I give an example, giving an opinion or an advice to you, if you're starting out and have 2 jobs, you don't know how to do, where to do it. If you had a job, have flexibility to work during the week, and then weekend you can be home or you can do business bakery, you can do that for best and use that bakery money to invest in the bakery and save. So when you are able to move on, take over the business for the full time, you have some money behind you when it gets hard, when the winter comes, because winter comes to everyone, whether it's bakery, any type of business, it always comes the winter, it always come, never miss. So it's up to us to be prepared, spring and summer, what we're gonna do when winter comes. I've learned this 3 years, no one told me this, but I have to learn these 3.5 years in the business. Okay, when this happened, this June is good, March is good. We get to August. August not the best because every summer holiday, everyone is on holiday. But I can think what I can do. I can do classes. I can prepare or sell more in summer months like July, June, spring, all this month. Save money to prepare myself for this month, so I don't have to worry so much. Like looking back, like a year ago now, I was stressed at this time. We went away for holiday, and I had to change the floor. The floor was changing in my bakery, so I had to move everything out. I have to pay people to move as they come and move, and they moved. I was just living on overdraft, basically, business on overdraft. And it's not mentally healthy to be in that situation. But I've learned so much. I've learned to do online courses, doing cinnamon bun courses online. I've learned to do classes in the bakery. I'm still learning lots of stuff. Now I'm doing YouTube. I'm sharing my story with you guys. Hope it can help you to avoid to step into this pathway I step into. If you can use this knowledge for your benefit, that will be a win for you. Because hardship, it's always gonna get hard. You're gonna have some situation that you can't control it. But always step back and think, what can I learn from this? How can I find the solution? What is it there? What's this situation trying to teach me? Because every situation has something to teach us, as long as we're open to that lesson and we're willing to take the lesson. Some lessons are very hard and usually are hard. And where the opportunity is, to be fair, when those tough times happen, there's an opportunity hidden there and doesn't shout, I'm here. You have to look for it. Give an example. When I had a market last year, 2 years ago, and didn't sell not much. I had to think, I can sell this product? Where can I sell this product? Or what other way I can earn some money? So I went home, I was alone, the family was away for a weekend or something. So that night, I had some time to think and decide what I'm gonna do. And I was okay, good, I know what people need They're looking for cinema advanced recipe. So what can I do? I can do online workshop, and I create an online workshop in about 2 hours and launch it. And then I had lots of people sign up. Revenue was coming in. It was the first time earning online because I needed it. Situation is, as long as you know it can bounce back, not throw the towel, you're always going to find a way to answer it. It just needs to stay there and stay with it, stick to it. The law of average is always in your side, or always in my side and everyone's side, as long as we hang out, hang in there, hang in there. I've never been scared of working hard, but when the situation goes in your head and you lose your mind, it's the end, basically. But it's never the end. There's always a solution. There's always need to think, okay, this is tough. What can I do? How can I come out from this situation? Ask yourself questions. I think one of the best things ever happened to me is learning to ask myself questions and wait for the answers. Because sometimes we assume things. This is it. We just assume this is going to happen. This is it. Can't do it. I can't. It's not meant to have a business. I'm not meant to run a business. Yes, we don't know because we've never been there before. But how can we know? What do I need to learn to be the next step? I realized today, to be in the next step, you need to learn something else to step in. You can't be in a certain place if you haven't learned something else. Sometimes you need to figure out what is it I need to learn to be in the next step. What is it I need to, like now with YouTube, I need to figure out thinking what I need to learn to edit videos, to speak on cameras, to film. Although I have a little bit of background of photography, so that gave me a little bit of confidence. Life is just weird and it's happening in a weird way. Did photography for 3 years without thinking one day I'm going to use it. The same skill for bakery. I never thought I'd be a business or a bakery owner. But here I am today. I'm using those skills and the benefit, and now I'm able to use the camera. Even now it's pointing at me. Now I'm the subject. I'm not pointing to someone else. I remember the first day to record and talk on the camera. My wife told me, you get to do it, you can do it. I'm not sure. Forgetting what I was going to say, even though something I knew I was going to say, but the camera was in front of me. It was like biting my tongue and stuff to say. But with practice, things just become, my nature yet, second nature yet, to speak on camera. I'm still, trying to figure out where's the best angle, but over time you get comfortable, because sometimes I think one of the things gets us shy or in front of a camera is because we're thinking what people are going to think, instead of trying to deliver a message, not thinking what we have to give to people. We're stuck in ourselves, inside ourselves, what they're going to think about me, what they're going to say and stuff. But that's not the case. We need to think what we're giving, what our message, that's more important than what people are going to think and stuff. Obviously, people are going to think anyhow, whether you want to think what they think or no, people are still going to think. But anyway, that was the story. The sum up of the story, what's going on, what's happening of the last 4 years, nearly 4 years in the business life. And it does get hard, but like I said before in one of my previous videos, it's discovering which hardship is worthwhile. Once you know that, that's it, you're set. So you can continue, at least you know this is hard, but I'm going to keep going. And one day you open the doors, and you open the doors. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put that video in the link. Thank you guys for watching, for your support. I really appreciate it. I hope you find this video helpful. And on this video, what your take on this video, what is you think you're going to use it for your business, for your life? Because it's not just business, life as well, it hits us. It hit me lots of times. But I've grown a lot from those hits and struggles and stuff. Being a parent, being a husband, being a human being, those struggles, it really taught me a lot to become stronger here, and I can handle it more and more. And sum up, it's all about our attitude, how we respond to difficult times. If you have a good attitude, or reasonable attitude that we can handle it, we'll be all right. And in the end, it's always going to be all right, as long as we know that and have unshakable faith. We need that, because it gets hard. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. It helps the channel to grow and keep me motivated share my stories, share my tips and baking and this we just spoke about now. See you in the next video. Peace.